Welcome back to the Ear Me Out podcast. Glad to have you here. Can we just hit this? Can we hit that real quick? Elon Musk, we are about to hit that. And by hit that, I mean we're just going to explore that. We're going to see what's going on in your mind. What is up with the marijuana with tobacco? Whoa, big deal, right? And I'm just going to give my opinion and also some sort of reaction to what I've been watching with Elon Musk. Now, not all of these videos are going to be straight up, oh my God, he said that, fake reaction videos. No, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion and how I feel this man is being treated or portrayed, or maybe he's being treated unfairly. Maybe he's getting exactly what he asked for. Could this be a cry for attention with Elon Musk? Could the workload of Tesla and all his projects, the Boring Company, be getting to him? I'm not too sure, but we'll find out in this episode of Elon and the Blunt. Well, let's just start off from the beginning of this video and let's see how this works out. I mean, just to give you a little bit of context, Joe Rogan is having a very, very nice conversation with Elon Musk. I don't know if Joe planned this to happen. I don't think anybody ever planned to make someone's stock share drop by 6%. I don't think anyone plans to give someone a hard time in their life. I think Joe Rogan is just a nice dude, and he just wants to have a real conversation with a real person in a real atmosphere. And it's kind of sad that, well, we'll get to that. But let's just see it. Let's hit play and see what's up.
Some of them are really depressed. They're very sad. Some of the happiest seeming people, actually some of the saddest people in reality. So is that a joint?
Elon just asks out of nowhere, so is that a joint or is that just a cigar? I mean, was he showing interest or was he trying to protect himself? I don't know. Let's see. But it doesn't seem like Elon is rattled. It doesn't seem like he's afraid. It doesn't seem like he is judgmental either. So maybe it's just an honest question. Phil, while I'm doing this, can you also give me some stats on how his stocks and his shareholders reacted to all of this? He thinks he tried tobacco weed once.
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
And he goes to clarify and say, I mean, it's legal, right? And Joe Rogan says, totally legal. So like, hey, no big deal, Elon. Take a hit of this. It's totally legal. And it is. In the state of California, it is totally legal. Now, I want to give you guys my stance. The reason why I do this is because I respect Elon Musk as a business owner, right? As a revolutionary mind that we don't see so often in our lifetime. So we are lucky to have someone like Elon. You guys can disagree. Put that in the comments below. Don't yell at me. Use your Twitter fingers for that. But this guy just having a normal conversation, and Joe Rogan hands him the blunt in the state of California, which it is legal for recreational use. I personally do not smoke weed. It does nothing for me. I've had an edible before. It put me in the emergency room. Most of you guys are saying, Rod, you just freaked out, whatever. No, there's something in that. But gave me a bad experience, not about it. But Elon chiefs it up. By chiefing, I mean half a puff. And let's see. Well, I'm jumping the gun. I'm just so excited about this.
On in there. That's all it is.
Little puff. Exhale. Makes the face. Does nothing for me. Doesn't faze me. Joe Rogan's excited about it. Joe Rogan's so good at containing his excitement. Perfect. Look, they're having a great time. They're just talking. They're being people. But when I saw Elon take that puff, I was like, what a badass. Damn. It's like when you're working for a boss, and then all of a sudden you get to go like your first drink with the boss, or you're partying with the boss, and you get to see this other side of him. You're like, yo, my boss is such a badass. And Elon, right now, like, I don't smoke, but the fact that you went and hit that little cigar weed, marijuana, and then Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan is a smart individual. You know what I'm saying? He's a smart individual, and he knows exactly what just happened. He knows exactly what's going on. You are sitting down with one of the Titanic of businessmen, the Titanic of revolutionary minds, and you are just chill. talking about, hey, let's talk about something else. You took a little puff, let's talk about something else. Or maybe he just wants to talk about something else. But Rogan, you're too smart to not know what he just did. I'm pretty sure they were just live. Then they go on to talk about bumpers and magnetic repellent devices. Let's skip that. Let's skip that.
Pretty dope, right?
This is a great clock.
Yeah, you want one?
Now Elon looks a little bit worried
Sure.
right here. 4 minutes and 25 seconds in.
Weird things like this.
Keeps
this
looking
is the
down.
coolest.
Keeps looking down.
It's
He got his phone.
TGT promotion. What is his TGT Studios? TGT
Joe's
Studios.
trying to make him feel more relaxed, more easy.
It's a gentleman who makes
You can
all
see
this
this, right?
stuff.
You can see what's going on.
Shit. Like, how do you keep coming up?
Joe
with
Rogan
all
has
these
the
new
dream of a
devices,
million
and what
Teslas.
do you
Keep on
ever
that side
consider
banter. Keep on deflecting the fact that
like,
we just took a
I had a
hit
dream once
of cigar weed
that
on
there was
YouTube,
a million Teslas
on his stream.
instead of like one Tesla?
Now Elon starts to take some deep breaths.
Results in very
I know he
rapid
said it doesn't really
technology
affect him,
innovation, that's for
but
sure.
something is
It's one of the only
affecting
dreams in
him
my
right
life
here.
I've had
He's
more than one
breathing
time.
in.
Okay.
He's like, okay, did I really do this? Man, I was just trying to be cool. I just wanted to be liked by Joe Rogan. You know, I'm just a cool guy. I'm Elon. I'm a cool guy. You know, I think like we put a personality to the person, but that's not really that person's personality. I think that we don't let them live their life because, hey, you're the face of Tesla. Hey, you're this. Hey, you're that. I mean, they call Elon the Iron Man of our generation, and everyone knows Tony Stark doesn't give a damn about what anyone else thinks, and he does just well. He does just fine. So why can't we just leave Elon alone, man? Let's go. I love business owners, man. I'm like, let's go, Elon.
Stuck with me, like it takes one.
So
man,
right over here, they
Nikola
get deep.
Tesla
They get really deep over here. And
more than 100
Joe Rogan makes
inventions
some
that
references
were
of like being
patents, right?
Batman or being
I mean, he had
Spider-Man.
some
Pretty great.
And
pretty fucking amazing.
if you guys are familiar with Spider-Man and
ideas.
Batman, they obviously have
But there was,
two different lives.
In his day, there was very few people like him.
You know, whenever they get in a relationship,
millions.
something happens to their
Like,
boyfriend or
and then
girlfriend.
things
Things would advance very quickly.
Spider-Man has a boyfriend.
There's
right?
not a million Elon
Not
Musks.
yet, that
There's
is.
one, motherfucker.
Something happens to their girlfriend or their loved
think
ones or their
about that?
uncle. Whenever they
You
try to
try
have a
not.
normal life, something bad happens. And Elon he hints a little bit. I mean, this guy works a ton. He was talking about working 120-hour weeks. Now, my dad used to work 80-hour weeks, and that guy looked like he was ragged. Elon's talking 120, a little bit less than double what my dad was working. I can't even imagine what's going on in here. And he's saying it's hard to turn it off. And not only is it hard to turn it off, he's afraid of what might happen if he turns it off. That's crazy. And as a business owner, I understand how imperative it is for you to put in a lot of work and a lot of hours, blood, sweat, and tears into your business. I understand that. Have I had some 120-hour weeks? I don't know, but I know I've at least had like 100. I put in crazy hours. And after a while, I don't think I've reached the point of Elon Musk, but after a while, you get used to it. You get used to it, but you don't see how it kind of chips away from you slowly every single day. And some people have more hit points than other people. You know what I'm saying, Phil? Some people have more hit points than other people. So they can take hits. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's fight. Boom, 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 boom. For me, I might have 50 hit points, but Elon Musk might have 1,000. So maybe now that the news and everyone's talking about it, and we'll get into that later, said, oh, has he reached his breaking point? He's working too much. He needs to this and that, blah, blah, blah. But if he wasn't the man that he is, do you think Tesla would be around today? And if you have a Tesla or have any hopes of even driving in a Tesla, that hope would have been gone. That wouldn't be here. So I'm saying if the dude wants to smoke a little doobie, let him smoke a little doobie. He's not hurting anyone, but guess what? He's the face of Tesla. You can't do that. You can't live a normal life. You can't relax. You must go hard. You must come to the dark side. Keep pushing, Elon. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Your shareholders need more. You don't think he knows that? You don't think he feels that? I think when pressure hits us, it's not usually the pressure that we have on ourselves, because we can handle that. It's the pressure that comes from the outside in, compressing on us, and then we break, we bust. But all right, Elon, well, tell us a little bit more, Elon. Go ahead, boy. Let's get it. Now, Joe Rogan also goes and talks about the sleep deprivation chamber or the isolation tank, where you're kind of floating. It's all dark. Your senses are just all turned off, and I guess you're just left with nothing but your thoughts. It's kind of a forceful way of turning off the switch. And he told Elon about this, and I guess Elon said he's going to try it. But I think a part of Elon is afraid of what happens if I turn it off. Maybe he feels like, what happens if I turn it off? Will I be able to turn it on again? When we go and do sales and marketing, if I'm on a sales floor nonstop, I get really good. But when I take a 3-month vacation and I come back, I'm rusty. Will I be as good as I was before? That's a big fear. The confidence is in there. So maybe guys, I'm thinking a little bit too deep. Again, in the comment sections, let me know. And guys, if you're liking what you're hearing so far, just hit that like button and hit that subscribe button real quick. But we need, if you can't do it quick enough, just keep watching. Keep watching. The guy needs some rest. But who am I to tell him to stop? Who am I? I'll be a hypocrite.
Other ways to shut off that thing at night. Like, you must have like a constant stream of ideas that's running through your head all the time. Getting text messages from chicks.
You're getting text messages from chicks. While Joe Rogan is asking him questions, Elon is looking down at his phone. Because Joe Rogan understands he's mastered the art of communication. While he's talking, he's still aware of what's going on with his counterpart. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, you're still getting text. And Elon's like, oh, no. This is what's happening.
I'm getting text messages from friends saying, what the hell are you doing smoking weed?
Is that bad for you? It's legal.
Oh, damn.
Getting text messages from friends saying, what the hell are you doing smoking weed? He goes like this. Then Elon goes on to defend himself. Listen, guys, I'm not a regular smoker of weed. Joe Rogan says, how many times have you ever tried it? He's like, basically none. Basically none. Close to none. Almost never is what he said.
I mean, it's I don't actually notice any effect.
Well, there you go.
He says, I don't notice any effect. And let me tell you something, guys. I don't smoke weed, but I had that damn brownie that the soccer girls made while I was in college. Of course, you got to trust the soccer girls. They know what they're doing. Little did I know that when I went to go get that brownie from their house, all the soccer girls were on the floor sleeping. I thought they just had a hard game, but no, they had a hard night of eating pot brownies. First time I've ever been exposed to it. But the first thing that happened when the brownie kicked in was just enjoyment. Giggles, laughs, ha, 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 ha. Then paranoia. Wondering what everyone else is thinking. Wondering if everyone else is thinking that I'm thinking something of what they're thinking. You get so deep in the rabbit hole, you get lost and you forget to breathe. Elon, I feel like, hey, it's affecting him a little bit right now. A little bit. For someone that hasn't smoked, it's going to hit you a little bit more than someone who's used to it. I'll tell you that. And Elon says, listen, the Elon after cigar weed, says, I just don't find it's very good for productivity. Shareholders, you hear the man, but everyone wants to get their own little sound bites, right? Everyone wants to just say, listen, look at this. Ooh, everyone's thumbnail was him smoking weed, this and that. Oh, yeah, is that weed? But let's hear what he had to say.
But I don't find that it is very good for productivity.
It's not good for productivity. Of course, smoking weed is not good for productivity. And some of your friends are going to tell you this. Well, Rod, there's different strands of marijuana. There's the productivity strand. There's the I want to be super happy strand. There's the I want to get it up strand. There's the I want to be a super creative strand. And there's the, if I'm not feeling too well, I need to create an appetite strand. There's the strand of the strand of the strand. And there's the strand that just makes you paranoid and puts you in the ER like it did to me. Sorry, I just got a little emotional. Sorry, I got very emotional. But he's here. If this guy can take a hit of cigar weed, and still be able to talk, I trust you with my cars, man. Shareholders, you do your job as shareholders. Let Elon do his thing over here. I think I'm being a little biased.
A cup of coffee in reverse.
Weed is a cup of coffee in reverse. Of course it is. Here's my cup of coffee right here. No weed.
Yes, doing something useful for other people that I like.
Elon Musk, post cig weed, still says, I would love to be helpful, more helpful. Shareholders, what are you watching? Why are you so mad at this guy? I was like, this guy is cool. Stocks should go up. But that's not how it happens. That's not how the world works. Elon knows he's weird.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you'd necessarily want to be me.
What if there's a million Elon Musk? Joe Rogan asked that question.
If people would like it that much.
Well, most
That'd
people
be very
would,
weird.
but they can't be you.
But Elon is like, I don't think you'd want to be me. I don't think people would want to be me. As awesome as it looks, I don't think you would want to be me. And I really think every business owner that has busted their back, right? I was going to say in other words, but there's also female business owners, right? Busted their back to get to the accomplishment of where they're at. Understand that most people don't want to do that. Most people don't want to be them. They want to be them, but they don't really want to be them. So this man is like, I don't know, Phil, what do you think? And you're speaking to the microphone over there. You guys aren't going to get Philip in this. But it feels like he's living his life, not just for himself, but for everyone else, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's trying to help the whole country, the whole world get better.
Yeah, he wants to make things exciting, to give you, the viewer, something to look forward to. And here I am. I'm like, hey, in my business, I want to create opportunities for other people. I want other people to find a true entrepreneur inside. He said, I just want to make life exciting in general, give you something to look forward to. I mean, damn, I'm not even thinking on that level. But I want to adopt that. I want to give people something to look forward to on a day-to-day basis. I want to give someone a reason to wake up and say, I wonder what exciting things are going to happen. Because we have people like Elon Musk, the brains of this world. That's going to make things exciting for our generation. Our generation is going to be the most exciting, revolutionary generation ever. That's crazy. I mean, I think it already is, kind of. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff has been happening, I think, in our generation. Crazy stuff. Man. So let's talk about some stats. Let's talk about what just happened. This podcast is amazing. Not for the simple fact that he just smoked a cig of weed, but for the simple fact that this guy really opened up. He opened up. You got to see into the mind of this businessman. The car that you're driving, if it's a Tesla, or if you've got to sit in a Tesla, this is the mind of the person that created that. And here we are, doing exactly what he says to not do. We're demonizing him for it, right? We're judging him by this. It's so funny. Like, you know how they say, like, you're only as good as your last day. You're only as good as your last game. Mm-hmm. And people have a very short memory. They don't really remember you for all the good things you've done. They remember the smear campaign. They remember that crazy publicity stunt. They remember all this craziness. But they forget all the cool things when the news hits. Oh my God, he's smoking weed. I'm sure this also excites a lot of people, but the shareholders don't represent all the people. I think the majority of people in the United States, with the whole weed and legalization of it, I think it's split 50-50, do you think? Mm-hmm. Some people don't care. Some people do care. Like, I don't know. I think it's split 50-50. For me, I don't care. Legalize it. But the shareholders are like, oh my God, our money. Oh my God, he's gone off the edge. Sell. Get rid of it. The more you sell, the more that's out there. Supply and demand. More supply, lower price. Less supply, higher price. These guys just got a little squeamish. They saw a little bit of blood, and they got scared. They saw that Elon can bleed, right? They saw that Elon Musk could bleed, and they got scared. and jumped ship. But what are the numbers, Phil? What are the numbers that we have on there? Stock shares plummeted, and how fast did it plummet?
Like quickly, it went Tuesday says that slashed the target price for the company stock to $300 a share from $400.
Wow! So it dropped on Tuesday, right? So today it's Wednesday. Mm-hmm. This podcast happened 4 days ago, I think, right? So it's still dropping, but from $400 a share to $300 a share. Wow. In this article, it says, in a tearful interview with the New York Times, Musk said, "This has been the most difficult and painful year of his career." Can the man bleed a little bit? He said he works 120 hours. These are not excuses. These are facts. Some weeks, and he has trouble sleeping. Musk is also the CEO of SpaceX and the Boring Company. Pause. This man is amazing. 3 big companies, 3 revolutionary companies coming together to help you out so you can live a better life. This man is losing sleep so you can live a better life. This man smokes a little bit of weed so you can just see another side of him. You know what I think? I think people like him want to be accepted for who they really are. I think people like him work so hard, and you know what? They do want a little bit of gratitude. As much as they say, hey, it's for everyone else, hey, it's for everyone else, it's for you, it's for the future. I think he would like to get a little pat on the back and say, you know what, Elon, thank you. Get some rest. But he knows he can't get some rest. He knows what happens if he rests. Who's going to take up the mantle if he rests? Who's on his level if he rests? But he's opening up to you guys. I mean, but you know what? You guys don't really want transparency with a CEO. You don't want that transparency. You don't want to see weakness. And that's why as CEOs of businesses, that's why as business owners, we have to look like Superman. We can't cry. We can't do this. We can't do that. And when you compress all those feelings and emotions and you can't let it out to certain people, you got to be very careful who you talk to. It gets a little hectic. Sometimes it's not the physicality of the sleeping, right? It's the brain, the mental part. Your brain didn't get a chance to shut off. So it's always running. And if you run something nonstop and it doesn't shut off, something's going to happen. Some screw is going to come a little loose. But he doesn't seem like his screw's loose. He's letting you guys know he's just tired. Give me a break. Let me sleep. Let me rest. Get off my back. We'll get back to it. I not believe you, Elon. But investors weren't sympathetic, it says. The stock closed down 9% on Friday, and it's down 21% since the day Musk tweeted he had secured funding for a private takeover of Tesla. Now, I don't think he should have said that. I don't know. But hey, if he wanted to take it off from public and go private, that's his own prerogative. But later on, I think he said that that's not what's going to happen. Musk hasn't exactly given investors confidence that he is on the ball. This guy is Tony Stark. This is guy. I mean, if you watch Iron Man, this is basically the same thing. He admitted in a Times interview that he hasn't cleared his tweet with anyone at Tesla before firing it off midday August 7th. He also says the price he chose, $420 a share, was somewhat arbitrary. He wanted it to be a 20% premium, which would have been $419. So he tweeted $420 because it was better karma. But you guys are going to say $420. What? That number sounds familiar. $420. That sounds like a time. What happens to $420? Uh-oh. We're smoking some cigar weed. Musk explained himself in a blog this week, and he left the impression that he hadn't exactly secured the funding. So I say, hey, it's not really that serious. It's not really going on. It's just crazy how one little human thing can just topple everything that you started, everything that you built. And I think it's pretty clear what side I stand on. And I'd like to know what you guys think, what side you guys stand on. But I really do think it's pretty clear what side I stand on. And it's not the side of weed or not weed. It's just the side of, hey, this guy is a human being and he's working very hard for you guys and for himself. Let's not just take it away. He's also working for himself. Do I have any more coffee? No, I don't. He's also working for himself. And it's just very sad. I mean, I guess I just feel for him. And I could say this, hey, guys, go and try to work 120 hours at something. and split your time between 3 different companies and split your time between your family. And that doesn't even count the time you need for yourself. And then you finally give yourself a time to be human. And that's what happens. That's why, listen, I'm going to tell you this. All those CEOs, all those, not all of them, most of the CEOs, some of the people, the top stock shareholders, the big wigs, the people that, the big whales, you know what they're doing? They're smoking a little bit of weed. They're doing a little bit of blow. They're drinking alcohol over and over and over again. They're partying. They're getting freaky. But one thing is, these guys have mastered the incognito button. You know that button on your browser that you click on? You go on Google Chrome. I'm doing it right now. I'm making sure it's there. And it says new incognito window. The window you guys go watch all your little bad stuff. And then so you close it out and it doesn't save anything. Yeah, I know what you're watching. They've mastered that. The incognito. But I guess the lesson to learn from this is it doesn't matter how many good things you do. You can't afford to do one bad thing. Even though it's legal, it doesn't make it good. And since the majority of it, they were drinking alcohol. No one said anything about that. But, a little bit of hit of weed. Oh, my God. We're jumping ship. Do I think it's a big deal? No, I don't. Do I think Elon needs to figure out a way to rest? Yes, he does. Rest and still be productive. Yes, I do think that. But the guy's a G. He has all my respect. And Elon, if you somehow see this, I don't think you will. But if you somehow see this, know that I at least understand. And there's a bunch of other people out there that understand. And you're not alone. The stockholders might not be, the shareholders might not be sympathetic. But I am. But I don't pity you. I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel sorry for you. You're a damn genius, and I want you to keep going. You motivated me in my business. You motivated my reps in their business. You motivated countless people. I'm not going to open any Tesla companies or run 3. So I'm not doing any of that. But the fact that you're able to do that gives me hope that if I just put in a fraction of that amount of work, you're doing 120 hours. Hey, I'll put in 80. I'll put in 100. I'll sleep for the extra 20 hours. I'll use that for rest. But I understand where you're coming from. And you got a pat on the back from me and countless other people. Elon, you keep doing what you're doing. This just scared a little bit of people. It's all right. I think in these days, you have to be you. But at the same time, if you want to make money, you can't really be you. A lot of these YouTubers and everything, you look like, let's look at the people who are themselves. Logan Paul. That dude tried to push the envelope, and then eventually he just become himself, more himself. And maybe what he did in Japan, that wasn't him being himself. But to everyone else, it's like, oh, that's the real Logan Paul. So then you get demonized again, right? Why do all these YouTubers start? They said, I'm not posting out daily vlogs. I'm not doing this because they're getting tired. They're getting worn down. They need to relax. They need to rest. They need to find balance. They need to get to their family. It's a hard gig, pleasing everybody. But maybe that's why I took on the role of I'm not pleasing anybody. I'm going to do what I can do to help out as many people as I can. And I love your message, Elon. I love it. Treat people with respect. Be a little bit nicer to each other. Don't judge a book by its cover. But man, you are a crazy, crazy business guy. And people will say, "Oh, you're a business brain. You're not a business guy." But no, I think you're a business guy and a business brain. And that's my take on that. Like I just hit it. I just hit Elon Musk. I hit it hard. And hopefully you guys felt that. And Elon, I'm going to be watching. If anything else comes up, I'm going to be watching. But on this channel, yeah, I do sales motivation. I do sales advice, sales strategies. I give life advice. Only stuff that I know, stuff that I can talk about, stuff that I can relate to, stuff that I can talk about, stuff that I can relate to. But I'm also going to be talking about business people. People that have a really crazy impact on society. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm going for. And I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to hit them all. So thank you for tuning in to the Ear Me Out podcast. And I know we can't see Phil, but Phil, I'll just say a little goodbye. And I want to say thank you for getting me those facts.
No problem.
No problem. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. But don't forget to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. It's going to be a little bit better the next time. It's going to be a little bit smoother, but we're going to be doing this. And just like Elon, he's running on all cylinders. I'm firing off on all cylinders. I'm going to get tired later on, but guess what? If you guys see me hitting a little bit of weed, that's not me, because you know what? I just can't do that. I can't handle that. I'm probably the only black guy that can't handle weed. So, all right, guys, you take care.